Welcome, collective. Thank you very much for joining me for this read. I want to thank you guys too for all of your support of the channel, your views, your likes, your subscribes, and your comments, guys. I want to do another read today. I know our last read was really goal oriented and sort of something that you're working towards in your life. And I know not everybody's in the same spot, so I wanted to give another read today. For those of you who didn't connect with the other read, I want to focus with this read sort of on energies that you're dealing with, or an energy in your life who's maybe causing you a bit of grief, losing a bit of sleep over. I want to concentrate on that. So tell me, Spirit, what's going on with the energies around the collective? Out of their comfort zone, you're not like the rest. And unsure what to do. They fear making a mistake. I keep feeling this energy that sort of waffles back and forth. Like you've been dealing with somebody who won't just like straight up tell you what's going on or how they're feeling, what they're thinking, what's going on. This is somebody who's sort of keeping everything to themselves. They're like a king of swords. This person really, that's the energy that I'm feeling. It's like a king of swords. And it kind of waffles back and forth. Like it gives you a little bit of a hint of maybe some affection there, or somebody who wants a deeper connection, but then they pull back. And you're like, well, what the hell? Where do I stand, you know? Must let go of old self, live in two lives. One must go. I don't know. This person just strikes me as, it's like a pattern. They've been going this way for a long time, but I do feel there is a root cause of this pattern. Something this person has been through in their life, some event that has happened to them that sort of caused them to take on this energy of this kind of come here, go away, come here, go away. It's like a wall. It's like a wall around them. Ultimately, it's out of fear, and it's to try and protect themselves from some kind of heartache. Yep. Painful memories. Painful memories, the past affecting the present. Exactly. The person is sort of going back to whatever happened in the past. It's almost like, I gotta tell you, if this is a romance, it's like making you pay for something that somebody else did to them. Like somebody else broke their heart or cheated on them or whatever. So now they're not going to trust anybody, or now they're gonna make it impossible for you to get close. You know, it's like you said, like you having to pay for something that somebody else did long before you showed up. There's a choice to make. Oh, it says they have some serious affection for you, but we do have two roses there, and it does talk about a secondary energy. I got to tell you though, this is the distinct impression that I'm getting from this read. It's not infidelity. It's not cheating. This is actually one of these roses. I'm going to show you this card. One of these roses is you. And one of these roses is this past person where all this garbage stems from. You know, it's like, are you going to let go of the past and open up your heart to somebody new who is obviously not like your past person? Or are you going to allow whatever happened with this past person to destroy what could be in the future with somebody new? That is the choice this person has to make, is to release their past. And it is, I tell you, it is stepping out of their comfort zone. The picture's a little ridiculous, sorry about that, but it is stepping out of their comfort zone, because being vulnerable and being open and taking a risk like that with their heart is not within this person's comfort zone. Like I said, I believe they did it once. Whoever this energy is that you're dealing with, whatever's going on here, this person did it once. One time this person opened up their heart to somebody and they got it stomped on. They did get it stomped on. This person is not in a hurry to do it again. You know, and I say that, but I can feel that they have feelings for you. I can feel that they have feelings for you. So this person is a little bit torn. We're going to grab some more here. Judging you without facts, judging a book by its cover. See, and it's not necessarily judging a book by its cover. This is like judging you because of what somebody else did in the past. I just keep getting pulled to the past. Like somebody has not gotten over something. Somebody has just not gotten over something that happened to them in the past that had nothing to do with you. They are slow moving. Will take a long time. That I believe. This person is in no hurry to trust another energy. Okay? I don't necessarily feel like it's impossible, but I feel like a significant period of time would have to go by. How patient are you, collective? I think that's what it comes down to. How patient are you? Do you feel like this person is worth waiting for? Do you feel like it's worth proving yourself over and over again to this person that you're somebody who can be trusted, or are you getting kind of a little sick of that? They're trying to mold you. Even this, it says you let them take your power. What I feel in this is back to the slow moving, and how patient do you want to be, and how many times do you want to prove yourself to this person? It's like they keep expecting you to prove it over and over again. Prove your loyalty. Prove you're not a cheater. Prove you're not like the person from the past. Well, why are you having to pay the price and pay the cost of what somebody else did? That had nothing to do with you. And up until now, everything you've shown shows that you're a trustworthy person. Shows that you're worthy of somebody's heart and that you can look after somebody's heart. It is absolutely selfish. I gotta tell you, it is selfish. They are being selfish here. I understand they're coming from a place of hurt, but it is unfair for them to take it out on you. And it is unfair for them to continually expect you to jump through hoops with no end in sight. It's like asking them, okay, what do I have to do? And then after that, you will trust me. And they would just keep coming up with things. Well, maybe after you do this, maybe after you show me that, maybe. Because they're, like I said, they're like turtle. They're beyond turtle slow. They are beyond, like a turtle is like friggin' racing to this person. Because this person is so slow to trust and so fearful. And I tell you, it does give them a sense of power to keep you jumping through the hoops. I don't feel like it's a real, like, kind of sick, twisted sense of power. This is more just like someone is that bloody fearful and that uncomfortable with being open and vulnerable and giving their heart to someone, that this is like, they need to have kind of this death grip on things and on the way things go to be able to feel safe to connect with you, even at the level that you guys are connecting on. This person is extremely scared of commitment. I see a lot of fear. A lot of fear here. This person is absolutely terrified of commitment. They like being able to be in a place, I think, where they can step away at a moment's notice, because again, it makes them feel in control and it makes them feel safe. It's kind of like that buffer for them. I got this one as something online. They saw something online. I don't know if they saw something online. This person does a lot of playing around on their phone. Social media. I just keep feeling like this person does a whole lot of social media. So I'm not sure if this is sort of looking at other people or having real, like, questionable people who they friended of the opposite sex who they maybe get a little bit flirty with. I keep feeling like they got something going on through social media and online. I don't feel like it's crossed the line into the physical world, but I do feel like there's something inappropriate about it, or something that you would feel would be inappropriate or you would not approve of. Your life partner. I don't know. I see your souls. Like, I believe everybody comes together for a reason. I believe everything happens for a reason. So it's no accident the two of you cross paths. You may have a soul connection here. That does not necessarily mean that this is going to be the person who you're going to marry and have babies with and buy a house with and settle down with and grow old with. But you do definitely have a soul connection here, and you did come together for a reason. I think you, for them, are an opportunity to heal and grow. Now, as to whether they take that on or not is entirely up to them. There's obviously, I think lessons most often go both ways. So I do feel there may be something in here for you to learn about yourself as well. They feel pressured by you. One shot to get it right. I don't know if you've been pressuring them as of late to sort of, I don't want to say commit, but like quit with the games. right? Because I do feel that. I do feel like I'm getting sick of this. Like, how long am I gonna spend doing this? How much of my life am I gonna spend chasing this person, trying to make them feel okay, trying to prove myself over and over again? I do feel like as of late, this is something you've been thinking of, or something that's been weighing heavy on you, which is why it's come to tarot, this message. Then I need to learn lessons. That might be a twin flame journey. I gotta tell you, this might actually be a twin flame journey that you're on. And like I said, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's gonna end in a marriage, or that's gonna end in a white picket fence, or forever after, or whatever. I don't feel like it necessarily means that. But it does mean that the two of you were meant to come together. There is a reason behind it. And I do feel like lessons to be learned is huge here. You are a big opportunity for this person to let go of their crap and to learn to open up their heart, and the beauty that can come from releasing things from the past, healing yourself, and accepting somebody's love into your life, and accept someone loving you, and then to love in return. I think that's a huge part of why you came to this person and why you crossed their path like that. It was no accident. I'm telling you, it was no accident. Complex situation. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of moving parts going on here too. And I keep feeling like it's like choice. Your choices, their choices. The outcome will be based a lot on choices here. How long are you willing to be patient for? How long until this person decides to ascend and really take a deep look at themselves and look at changing? So I do have a card here, and I'll tell you about it, and I'll be real honest with you guys here. It says manipulation spells, a spell has been casted. I gotta tell you, I just feel like that's complete BS. I don't know if somebody's feeling like this is some sort of dark magic being worked on them, because I feel like this is what somebody's thinking or wondering. There is no dark magic here. I do not get that vibe in any way, shape, or form that anybody's dabbling in anything dark or casting spells or curses or whatever, what have you. So if this is something that you've been worried about, this is not something that's going on. Okay? If this is something that maybe they have on their mind, they needn't worry. This is not taking place. I do feel like this is what somebody's starting to wonder or fear about. That's BS. That's BS. So that can get set aside, because that's not even almost happening. I'll tell you that. And you know me, guys, I always tell you what I feel in the cards, whether it's, something you may want to hear or may not want to hear. I'm going to tell it like it is. So there is no manipulation spells. There is no black magic, dark magic. Nobody's doing anything like that. This is somebody who's very human and has a whole lot of baggage that they are struggling with. Absolutely struggling. Yeah, not quite grown, immaturity. Yeah, absolutely. They are, when that happened to them, and I do feel like it was a romantic heartbreak that happened to them. When that happened, it completely brought their emotional growth to a stop. It was like grinding to a halt. They never matured past that point because they were just hurt so bad. They did not want to open up their heart again. They did not want to learn the lesson behind it. They just wanted to kind of ignore it or find a way to make sure it never happened again. And for them, I do believe it's like trying to control the situation. And it's kind of that back and forth, kind of keeping things cold. They don't want to keep it cold, though, I'll tell you that. Deep down inside, this person does not want to shut you out. They just don't know how to open up and let you in. And it's something that they would have to make a conscious choice to do. And they would have to overcome some really big fears to do it. One of you is too toxic. Healing work must be done. Exactly. This person needs to do some healing. They do, because all of this stuff from their past, it is poisoning the chance of the two of you having a future. And a lot of times these twin flame relationships and these soul connections can be like that. Because you are brought together to learn lessons. You're brought together to teach each other a lesson. It's like it's like brought together to like shake the other person into it, or to bring that right into their face. You know, those issues that they've been repressing or ignoring. It's like now it's right in the forefront. Now it's right in front of them and they can't ignore it. And that's the purpose of coming together sometimes. It's to help somebody go, whoa, I got an issue here. And I need to deal with this if I want to be happy. This person's having their baggage is having a toxic effect on the two of you and your relationship. Absolutely. Too shy to come forward. Not sure if you feel the same. I'll tell you this, I don't think this person knows how to put it into words, how they feel. I don't think they do, even to themselves. Like to sit quietly and for this person to just think about it, to think about their feelings, to think about what happened in the past. I think even within themselves quietly, they would have a hard time putting it into words, let alone coming to you, sitting down and having a conversation and telling you out loud how they feel. I don't think they would even begin to know where to start to do that. Yeah. You know, they're so used to, I feel like this is somebody who's so used to doing this. They're so used to this kind of having worked in the past, keeping people at arm's length. It's definitely kept them from finding a love connection, obviously. But it's kind of kept their heart safe at the same time. But you're just different than that. And it is because you have this soul connection. It is because this might be a twin flame connection. So obviously it's bringing those emotions to light. You're somebody who stirs those emotions in their heart, that desire, that longing, that love, that wanting to connect, wanting to settle down, wanting to commit and build a future. You're supposed to do that to them, to bring all of this to light. And I think they just don't know what to do about it. Like, it's kind of worked up until now. It's worked in shielding their heart up until now. But now you kind of threw a wrench in their plan, right? When you came along and they started feeling that love connection. And this is somebody, this says overloaded at work. Work takes over their life. This might be someone who sort of hides in their work. Oh, I gotta go work. I gotta work late. Or taking on more overtime, or getting hyper-focused about work. Because that's easy. That's easier to focus on that than it is to focus on emotions and relationships. And to really have those sit-down conversations and be confronted about what's going on here. And it's not just you confronting them, it's them confronting themselves. That's some scary shit for this person, I gotta tell you. And clouded judgment. Yeah, they can't see the situation clearly. Exactly. Because they're looking through that filter of all the garbage from the past. I gotta tell you, I just got an overwhelming rush of anxiety and fear. So this is part of what keeps them from seeing clearly too, is that overwhelming fear that they might get their heart broken again. I don't know what happened to this person, if this person, if they were married or they were engaged, but they definitely found someone in their past who they wanted to commit to and who they completely opened up their heart with and laid it bare. And that person, whatever happened, if that person just broke up with them, or that person cheated on them, or it absolutely broke their heart. Whatever went down absolutely broke their heart. Yeah, they are very stubborn and prideful. Absolutely, they're very stubborn and prideful. This is not somebody who wants to admit to having these. You know what? And that's part of what it is too. They don't want to admit to having really any feelings. Like, they feel like it's like weakness. I don't know if that's what somebody exploited in the past or how it made them feel, that if they shared feelings or if they had feelings, it made them weak. And maybe it's because their heart got broken and that's what made them feel so weak, and they thought, I'm never going to be weak like that again, so I'm never going to let myself feel love. I'm not going to let myself feel despair or sadness or cry or things like that, because this person doesn't want to share their emotions with anybody. They don't want to share them openly. I think they're okay with being angry and being happy, like laughing, and being horny. I think those are like the three things this person is okay expressing. Anything else I think they see as weakness and they keep to themselves and they bury it. It's like I said right at the beginning, I was feeling that King of Swords energy, and that's the King of Swords. He keeps everything close to his chest. He don't tell nobody about nothing. not emotionally invested. I just don't think this person knows how to deal with emotions or to let themselves emotionally invest because they want to. Like, I think whether they like it or not, I got to tell you what I'm getting in the cards, whether this person likes it or not, they're emotionally invested in you. Whether they like it or not, whether they want to admit it to you or themselves or not, this person is emotionally invested in you. Because I keep feeling this, like, wanting to open up this heart, wanting to unlock, wanting to open up, wanting to share, wanting to feel free, to feel those love emotions again. Because when they were happy with that person from their way back, they felt good and they missed that feeling. They miss that feeling of connection and of love, and they would love to feel that again. Absolutely, it'd be a relief to feel that again, but it would require that huge leap of faith, right? And being vulnerable. Fear of getting hurt again. There it is. That's exactly what this has been about. Fear of getting hurt again. Past hurt holds them captive. That's exactly what we've been talking about. Their past hurt holds them captive. So they just can't get over it. This person just cannot get over their past fears, their past everythings. I'm going to work with the shadow deck here. Can you give me a few shadow cards here, please, Spirit? That's going to help to shed some clarity on what's happening here. Oh, absolutely wasteful shadow. Ungrateful, takes for granted, wastes resources. They're taking you for granted. It's like they think you're going to keep chasing forever and ever and ever for the next, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. You're going to be hanging around, chasing after them, proving your loyalty again and again and again. And they need to understand that you're human too. And you crave love and respect too. And it's not fair to ask you to keep doing this over and over again. That's not fair to keep requiring this of you with no end in sight. And that, quite frankly, nobody's going to stick around for that long, right? This is something that if that's the way you intend on staying and trying to make somebody prove themselves over and over again, you're kind of putting a timer on things, because eventually somebody's going to get sick of it. And they're going to feel rejected enough and hurt enough that they're going to walk away. And you're wasting an opportunity to learn a lesson and to heal. Because that's what you are for this person. You are their opportunity to heal. You're their opportunity. You're their second chance at love. You really are. Suspicious. And they are suspicious. See, this is part of their crap too, though. And this is part of their sort of keeping you at arm's length and making you prove over and over again. Suspects others without proof reasons. Snoop, mistrustful, skeptic, leery. And this might pull us back to this weird online thing that I got going on over here that I kept feeling you would feel is inappropriate. Whatever they're doing online or on their phone with social media, you would not approve of. I don't know if this is like having questionable connections who they flirt with, or if maybe they're checking up on you or some of your friends or some of your family to see if you're lying to them, or if you're out doing this, or if you're da-da-da-da-da-da, because they are very suspicious. This ties into their past person, though. I gotta tell you, this is not your baggage. This is not your baggage. This is not anything that you did. This is what this person has going on and what they're not willing to let go of. I need a tarot deck. What tarot deck are we going to use here? So we're going to use, we'll use this one. This is the one I'm getting pulled to over here. So Spirit, can you please clarify this read for the collective? These guys here. And then those, and these wanted to pop forward. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. I feel in this King of Pentacles, somebody who likes to feel in control. See, and that's their thing, right? Is because they felt so helpless and so heartbroken with the stuff that happened in their past. They don't ever want to feel that helpless again. So they always want to set up all these different little things that leave them in control of the relationship, control of the connection, control of the person who they're having a connection with. The Eight of Pentacles. I will tell you what I got told by my guides here. I did get told the word refuse. The Eight of Pentacles is the apprentice card. It's about learning lessons. I got told refuse, like this person's refusing to learn the lesson. They're refusing to learn the lesson that the twin flame dynamic is bringing forward for them. It's supposed to be that mirror in front of them, right? Take a look at yourself. Look at what's going on. Look at the direction that you're driving things in. Is this what you really want? If it's not, then it's time to wake up, deal with your crap, let it go, and move on and move forward. The Queen of Pentacles, because you are like the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, we got the King and the Queen now. So how can we not talk about life partners and soulmates and twin flames here? You guys got a pretty strong connection. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to go the white picket fence and marriage and forever. But the opportunity is there should everybody do what they need to do. You've been nurturing. You've been generous. You've been kind. You're loyal. You're steadfast. You're grounded. You keep offering them pentacle after pentacle after pentacle, proving yourself and your loyalty over and over and over again. And the vibe that I just keep getting from this king is that he's just cold. He feels really cold. Like he's not looking at what she's giving him. The way the cards will be laid down will be like this. He's not looking at her. And the Eight of Pentacles sits in between them. The lesson that needs to be learned, he's ignoring the lesson, refusing to learn the lesson of what's being offered to him, of this Queen of Pentacles and what a gift this queen is to him, what a gift it is to find a soulmate, to find a life partner, to find somebody who's willing to give. You're like the sun to them. You are the blessing. You are the opportunity for blessings, for positivity, for happiness. And you are strength and you are grounded. I'm not saying you're a perfect person, because none of us are. We all have whatever is going on. We all have our baggage. But I keep feeling like you would be patient if they would actively work out their baggage. If they were like, you know what, this is what happened to me in the past. I'm having a really hard time here. This is how I feel about you. I would like to be able to let go of my stuff. And I'm going to work on that to try and let you in and trust. And I need you to be patient. And during this time, you actually see them actively taking steps to let their crap go and to let you in. I feel like you would be there and you would be supportive. You would be absolutely supportive. You would keep being nurturing. You would keep being kind, because you would see that they're making an effort to follow through with their words and have integrity. But there's only so long somebody's going to chase for, right? And they just keep wanting you to chase, to chase, to chase. I tell you, the Three of Wands, a lot of time it's sort of moving on to a new adventure, learning your lessons and being able to step forward into something new. I keep feeling a refusal to leave the past here. I mean, look at her. She's like rooted in there. She's rooted in there. The wind is blowing against her and she ain't friggin' moving. This figure, this person is refusing. They're being stubborn and prideful. I'm refusing to let go of control. Refusing. They're stubborn. They don't want to learn it. They don't want a lesson because they're afraid of getting hurt again. Four of Swords, they've never healed. This person's been carrying this bloody wound around for I don't know how long. It's been a long time though. I am being told years. This person's been carrying this wound around for years. Just not wanting to learn the lesson. I think you've tried to talk to them about it. I don't know if it's necessarily been about exactly everything that's happened in the past, but I keep feeling your energy and hearing like, I'm trying to explain to you how I feel. I'm trying to explain to you I'm not your enemy, that I'm trying to nurture and love and support you, and it's okay to trust your heart with me. And I'm showing you with my actions that it backs that up. You know, it's like you keep trying, and you're trying to show with your actions, like lead by example. But he just keeps refusing the call. This King of Pentacles keeps refusing the call. Exactly like the Fool card, right? Gonna keep marching on. Gonna keep marching on without looking where they're going. Marching on right off the edge of the cliff and right away from their loyal companion. We're just ignoring the loyal companion who's trying to support us in our journey and trying to help guide us and protect us. And we're just ignoring that and jumping off the cliff. Like, that's what this person's going to wind up doing. That's what this King of Pentacles is going to wind up doing to the Queen. Eventually, he's just going to chase the Queen off. The Queen's like, I'm not following you off that cliff anymore. I've been chasing you for how long? We got the Two of Swords. I got told the word blind when I looked at this card and touched this card. So that is my guide's way of saying that this person is still blind to the truth. They're still blind to the truth of it. And that's what I was feeling here, this too shy or whatever card. It's not that this person is too shy. I don't think they know how to put it into words. I don't think this person knows how to really dig into their own feelings and to put them into words to themselves, let alone to you or anybody else. The Page of Swords. That is that seeking information too. That is kind of that suspicious shadow. That is somebody who tends to be a little arrogant, a little selfish. Sometimes gets a little sneaky too. It's their shadows coming out. It's their shadow work. It's their baggage. It comes out and sort of like taking it out on you. And instead of looking within, it's like putting it out on others. Five of Swords. It can be deceit. It can be lies. There's something about the internet crap this person's hiding too. I don't know if it has to do with them looking up other people, or if this is like them checking on you to see if you got other people, or if you're being honest about where you're going and what you're doing. But there's something that they're hiding too, and it does tie into their suspicious shadow. It absolutely ties into their suspicious shadow, whoever this is. Eight of Cups. And the Moon. I just keep seeing it in these ones too. Refusal. Refusal of the call, refusal to hear it, refusal to look at the emotions and the baggage from the past. Like you can see they're turned away. A lot of times I feel like this figure in the Eight of Cups is leaving the past behind. But I just keep getting that impression and the energy that this person is refusing to confront the past. You can't leave it behind if you don't confront it. And they're not confronting it. They're not confronting it. They don't want to delve into those secrets in the subconscious. And I don't think they want you to find out about it either. There are certain things that happened in their past. And I don't know if they've shared it with you or shared a version of it with you. But they do not want you to know exactly what happened and how it made them feel. And I'll tell you why. Because they see it as weakness. They think it's going to make them look weak. And that you're going to run them over. So they're still misjudging you because of the crap that happened in the past. It just shows that they're still not using better judgment, or they still haven't evolved. They still haven't opened their mind up to not everybody's going to be like that person from the past. Recognition. Wow. Ten of Cups. Ten of Wands. Six of Wands. Recognition and reward. If they would just confront their crap from the past, be open and honest with you about what's been going on, really work hard to put this out into words and lay it all out there for you, and then make an effort to change, I think that they would see that you are someone who can be counted on. They would see just how different you are. They would see that that's not something you're going to pounce on or take advantage of. They would see that you have empathy, and they would see your kindness, and they would see your patience, and they would see that you are somebody who a Ten of Cups can exist with. A Ten of Cups is happiness and abundance in the home life. I've heard it called the happily ever after card before. It's what you're looking for. I'm going to tell you is deep down what this person truly wants. They want a Ten of Cups with somebody. They want to feel that love connection. They absolutely do. And they could have it with you, but they have a lot of changing to do. And that's why we had that toxic card. This person is so toxic right now. And the only way they're ever going to receive a Ten of Cups is to deal with their Ten of Wands. Their burdens. Their burdens are making burdens for both of you. It's like they carry around all these burdens that come out in all these different ways. The wasteful shadow, the suspicious shadow. We're holding ourselves back. We're spying, or we're keeping somebody at arm's length. And it just compounds. It ruins another relationship. And that relationship becomes another one that they carry in another burden. So they're just compounding their burdens every time, by not dealing with them, by not setting them down and sorting through them and really taking a good look so that they can let it go, release it and let it go. Because you are like a steady Eddie. Man, you would, if you could see this person being open, dealing with their garbage, actively dealing with their garbage and changing, you'd stick it out. You'd stick it out and you'd support them. You're a steady Eddie. You're in it for the long haul. You'd recognize, hey, we all got baggage. And it's not an overnight fix. It's something that we sort through over a long period of time. I think you get that. And I think as long as you could see them making an effort, that would be enough to encourage you to stick around and support them. But they're the ones who have to take that leap to begin with, right? You are their golden opportunity for change. The two of you were brought together for a reason. I do believe this is a soul connection. This may be a twin flame connection. The two of you were brought together for a reason, and it was to trigger these emotions and these lessons in each of you. So you have your own lesson to be learned here. Twin flames are always both ways. Twin flames are never just one person to learn. It's both. And this might be for you to maybe be a little bit open and honest and assertive about things. This might be you learning that maybe sometimes you have to sacrifice things that aren't going to work out. You're going to know the lesson that's meant for you. I know the lesson that's meant for them. And that it's time to let go of the past. And it's time to heal your heart and open up to something new and allow somebody new a fighting chance. Because they're not giving you a fighting chance. Like, you're starting out with one hand tied behind your back. They're not even giving you a shot. You're just at a deficit. As soon as you come into this, you're at a deficit. Because they're looking at you through the filter of their past person. A Four of Wands. I think you guys could have a solid foundation. I think you guys have potential to have a future together. There is the potential there because there's the soul connection. But the shadow work has to get done first. There will never be anything solid for the future if this is the dynamic that continues. And this dynamic will continue until the shadow work is done. We got the Queen of Swords. It may be time for you to speak a truth here. To really lay it on the line for this person. Really speak a truth and put it back in their court. You know? You make me prove myself over and over and over again to you. That I am worthy. That I am honest. That I am trustworthy. All of these things, that I'm worth it. Why don't you prove yourself to me? Why am I spending, years of my life chasing you around? Why is that worth my time? What are you going to put in for me? I'm putting all of this in for you because I think you're worth it. Well, if you think I'm worth it, what are you going to put in for me? It's time to stand up for yourself and speak your truth. And the Five of Wands. And don't get lost in the pettiness. Because I got to tell you, a lot of this small stuff, like this suspicious shadow, this garbage, it's smoke. It's all like smoke and mirrors. It's pettiness to take away from what the real issue is. And the real issue is this person's had a huge heartbreak in the past and they're afraid to trust again. It has nothing to do with you or anything that you've done. That piece of things is absolutely their baggage. And don't let a smoke screen happen where they turn it around back on you. This is theirs. They need to start taking a hard look at themselves. This is why you came into their life, to give them this opportunity to sort out their darkness. And not just to sort out their darkness, because you are more than that. You're giving them the chance to sort it out and then have a chance at a 10 of Cups. Not everybody gets that. Sometimes it's just a wake-up call. And it's more heartbreak that has to get dealt with, but it's the heartbreak that shakes you into dealing with stuff that's a bit older than that. And then you move forward. This person's got one hell of a great opportunity here, because it's not only to shake them up, to deal with and release things from the past. It's also the potential for a beautiful future. That's pretty huge, guys. Wheel of Fortune. Absolutely. The two of you coming together, I feel like you are, for this person, the opportunity to turn their Wheel of Fortune around. When it comes to love and relationships, you are the opportunity for them to stop being stagnant in this darkness, to stop living in fear, to stop, where is that heart? Because that one stood out to me the most. Stop locking their heart away and keeping their heart caged. You're their opportunity to really open up and have some happiness in their life and have the potential for a future. That is what you are for this person. But I got to tell you, it will not fly until they're ready to do their work. It will not fly. So then it becomes up to you as to how patient are you, right? That's what it came down to, right? At the beginning, I said, when I pulled this turtle out, I said, how patient are you? Are you willing to keep doing this for years? Or do you need to see them making active progress to be able to be patient? How much longer are you willing to give this person before you say, you know what? That's enough for me. And I do feel like it's a time for you to speak a truth. Because you speaking a truth might be the thing to trigger this person to maybe take a deeper look at themselves and to maybe see you in a new light and to maybe see that this is a time for change and to deal with old shadows and then release them and to look at you with fresh eyes. But this one's, I could feel it right in the beginning too. This one's going to be about choice. We're going to have choice. Choices from you and choices from them as to which way this goes. It's a tough read, guys. I said, like, this person, I have to tell you too, I don't see in the cards, yes, this person's going to change, but I don't see in the cards, no. I see right now they are refusing, and they have been refusing to learn this lesson. But having that Wheel of Fortune card comes out tells me that there is the potential for positive change here. But you will have to have a hand in it and deciding what your piece of things is and what you're willing to give. And then it's going to be up to them as to whether they're ready to take this journey or not. So it's a tough read, guys, but I hope you found it helpful. Best of luck, everyone.